Today we will continue exercise 2.2 of chapter 2 inverse trigonometric functions. In previous class we did some questions from exercise 2.2. We have done first 10 questions from exercise 2.2. By using properties, we did these all questions, properties of inverse trigonometric functions. In previous class we learned all the properties. So by using that properties we are going to do rest of the questions. So first we are going to do question number 11. 11th question, find the values of each of the following functions. So we need to find the value of tan inverse 2 cos 2 sin inverse 1 by 2, that is in bracket, then one more bracket, tan inverse 2 cos 2 sin inverse 1 by 2. So that is our question. We need to find the value of this function. That is tan inverse. Then sin inverse 1 by 2. Sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2. That is sin pi by 6. Sin pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore sin inverse 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. Sin inverse 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. So we can replace tan inverse 2 cos, then in bracket 2, then sin inverse 1 by 2 can be replaced by 2 into pi by 6. That is equal to tan inverse, then 2 cos. Here 2 and 6 can be cancelled now. So we will get a 2 cos pi by 3. 2 and 6 cancelled now. Then again tan inverse, then 2, then cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3. Pi by 3, that is 60. Cos 60. Sin 30 and cos 60. Both of them are equal. So cos 60 is equal to again 1 by 2. So 2 into 1 by 2. Then that is tan inverse. 2 and 2 cancel na 1. Then tan pi by 4. Tan 45 is equal to 1. Therefore tan inverse 1 is equal to pi by 4. So tan inverse 1 we can replace it by pi by 4. So this is the value of that trigonometric function. Tan inverse 1, that is equal to pi by 4. Now we will do second question. Second question, we need to find a cot tan inverse A plus cot inverse A. Second question, that is 12th question. Cot tan inverse A plus cot inverse A. Tan inverse A plus cot inverse A. That is equal to cot. Then we learned tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. That is a property we learned in previous class. So we can replace tan inverse A plus cot inverse A is equal to pi by 2. So cot pi by 2. Cot pi by 2 is equal to cos pi by 2 minus sin pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Therefore the answer will be 0. So cot pi by 2 is equal to 0. Now we are going to do question number 13. 13th question. We need to find the tan 1 by 2 in bracket sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square plus cos inverse 1 minus y square upon 1 plus y square, then interval given. So we need to find the value of this expression. In properties we learned tan 2 tan inverse x. 2 tan inverse x is equal to sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. And the 2 tan inverse x, one more form in terms of cos, that is 2 tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. So that is a property number 6. 2 tan inverse x is equal to sin 2x upon 1 plus x square, and 2 tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. So sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square can be replaced by 2 tan inverse x. That is tan 1 by 2. Then this one can be replaced by 2 tan inverse x plus. Then cos inverse 1 minus x square plus 1 plus x square is 2 tan inverse x. But here the variable is y. So it will be 2 tan inverse y. 2 tan inverse y. Now tan 1 by 2, the 2 can be taken outside. 2. Then tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. And here 2 and 2 cancel. So that is equal to tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. And here we learned another property. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy when xy less than 0. So here we can use that property. So we will write tan, then this one can be replaced by tan inverse in bracket x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Then tan inverse. So tan inverse theta is equal to theta if theta belongs to that interval principal value branch, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So here tan of tan inverse x plus upon 1 minus xy will be x plus y upon 1 minus xy, and here it's understood this one belongs to principal value branch. So that type of questions only we will get. So no need to think about the intervals. So it will be an element, it belongs to principal value branch. So we will get question number 13. We did. Now we will do 14th question. If sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to 1, then find the value of x. That is our question. We need to find the value of x. Find x. So that is our question. Find the value of x. So here sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to 1. So we can take sin from left to right. Means if sin x is equal to y, therefore x is equal to sin inverse y. Sin x is equal to y, therefore x is equal to sin inverse y. Similarly, we can write that is sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to sin inverse 1. Sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to sin inverse 1. Same way, sin x is equal to y, therefore x is equal to sin inverse y, and here this expression is equal to sin inverse 1. Then sin inverse 1 upon 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to sin inverse 1. Sin 90 is equal to sin pi by 2 is equal to 1. Therefore sin inverse 1 is equal to pi by 2. So we can replace sin inverse 1 by pi by 2. That is sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Pi by 2 is equal to sin inverse x plus cos inverse x. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So we can replace pi by 2 by sin inverse x plus cos inverse x. So here cos inverse x and cos inverse x cancel now. So we will get sin inverse 1 upon 5 is equal to sin inverse x. Therefore x is equal to 1 upon 5. So we got the value of x, that is 1 upon 5. So that question over. That is 14th question. Now we are going to do question number 15. And here also we need to find the value of x. Question number 15. If tan inverse x minus 1 upon x minus 2 plus tan inverse x plus 1 upon x plus 2 is equal to pi by 4. That is our question. So here we need to find the value of x. So we can apply that formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y, that formula. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So when we use that formula, we can write a LHS, tan inverse x minus 1 upon x minus 2 plus x plus 1 upon x plus 2. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So tan inverse this one plus this one divided by 1 minus the product of that one. Tan inverse x plus y divided by 1 minus x into y. That is x minus 1 upon x minus 2 into x plus 1 upon x plus 2 equal to pi by 4. Now we can take tan inverse. We can keep tan inverse with a RHS. So when we write tan inverse x is equal to y, therefore x is equal to tan y. So we can write here we will take LCM. Tan inverse we can take keep with RHS, so it will be tan pi by 4. Right side will be tan pi by 4, and the left side we can take LCM. Here LCM x minus 2 into x plus 2, and the numerator x minus 1 into x plus 2 plus x plus 1 into x minus 2, all divided by again LCM x minus 2 into x plus 2, the numerator x minus 2 into x plus 2 minus x minus 1 into x plus 1 equal to tan pi by 4. And here x minus 2 into x plus 2, x minus 2 into x plus 2 cancel now. Then open the bracket, that is x square x into x square plus 2x minus x minus 2, then again x plus 1 x square minus 2x plus x minus 2 divided by here x square minus 4 a plus b into a minus b minus of, and here x square a plus b into a minus b x square minus 1 equal to tan pi by 4 1. So here simplify, cross multiply, then we will get the value of x. So this type of questions we learned in lower class. This type here we can find just to simplify numerator and denominator, cross multiply, you may get a quadratic equation, then find the value of x. So you can easily complete that question. So that is question number 15. Now we are going to do question number 16. 16th one. We need to find the sine inverse. Find the value of the expression. Sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3. That is our question. Sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3. So here sine inverse sine theta is equal to theta if theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So that is the principal value branch, and in that branch the function is invertible. So we can write a sine inverse sine theta is equal to theta if theta belongs to that interval. So here similarly sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3 will be equal to 2 pi by 3 if 2 pi by 3 belongs to that interval, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. But 2 pi by 3, that is 2 into pi by 3. Pi by 3 is actually 60. So 2 into 60, that is 120. 120 is not in between minus 90 and plus 90. 120 does not belongs to this one, and does not belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So we cannot write a sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3 equal to 2 pi by 3. We cannot write because 2 pi by 3 does not belongs to this interval. So if 2 pi by 3 belongs to this interval, Then sin inverse sin 2 pi by 3 is equal to 2 pi by 3. Sin inverse sin theta is equal to theta only when theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So here 2 pi by 3, that is 2 into 16, that is 120. 120 is not in between minus 90 and plus 90. So we cannot write like this. So we have to change this one, 2 pi by 3. So here we know trigonometry functions are periodic functions. So the value repeats after 2 pi. So we will change this one. So we can write this as sin inverse. Sin pi minus pi by 3. Pi minus pi by 3. Because pi minus pi by 3, that is 3 pi, LCM, when we take LCM, 3 pi minus pi, that is 2 pi by 3. So sin 2 pi by 3 we can write sin pi minus pi by 3. Sin pi minus pi by 3. That is equal to sin inverse. Then sin pi minus pi by 3. Sin pi minus pi by 3. Pi minus pi by 3. Pi minus pi by 3. That is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, we all students take coffee. So sign is positive. So sin pi minus pi by 3 will be that is positive. And if it is multiples of pi, then the function will be same. So we can write a sin pi by 3. So we have done in some questions sin pi minus pi by 3. So first we have to find the quadrant pi minus. So second quadrant, and in second quadrant the sign is positive. Then if it is multiples of pi, then the function will be same. So sin pi by 3. So sin inverse sin pi by 3. Then sin inverse sin pi by 3. So here again we will go through this property. Sin inverse sin theta is equal to theta when theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So here pi by 3. Pi by 3 means 60. 60 belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So here we can write a sin inverse sin pi by 3 is equal to pi by 3 because pi by 3 belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So we got the answer 16. Now we will do question number 78. Question. Tan inverse tan 3 pi by 4. That is equal to, and here also we have same problem. Tan inverse tan theta is equal to theta if theta belongs to principal value branch, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Open interval. And here 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. Pi by 4 is equal to 45. And 3 into 45. 3 into 45, 135. 135 is not in between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. Therefore, we cannot write a tan inverse tan 3 pi by 4 equal to 3 pi by 4. Reason, 3 pi by 4 not belongs to that interval. So we have to change this one. That is tan inverse. Tan 3 pi by 4 we can write pi minus pi by 4. So pi minus pi by 4, 4 pi minus pi, that is 3 pi by 4. That is equal to, now we will go back to that quadrants, and here we need to find a tan pi minus pi by 4. Tan pi minus pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4, that is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, so in second quadrant, tan is negative, sin is positive, tan is negative. So tan pi minus pi by 4, that is tan inverse. Tan pi minus pi by 4 is equal to, in second quadrant tan negative minus, and here multiples of pi, so the function will be same. So minus tan pi by 4. So we can write tan inverse tan pi minus pi by 4 is minus tan pi by 4. That is equal to, then tan minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. In 11th standard we studied tan minus theta is minus tan theta. Therefore, tan inverse this is equal to tan inverse tan minus pi by 4. Then tan inverse tan minus pi by 4, that is equal to minus pi by 4, and minus pi by 4, that is minus 45, belongs to this interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So we got the answer. Tan inverse tan 3 pi by 4 is equal to minus pi by 4. Now we will do question number 18. Tan sin inverse 3 upon 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2. So we need to find the value of this trigonometry function. We are familiar with some formula, that is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to this formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So we can reduce this expression into that form in terms of tan inverse. Both the functions we can reduce it into tan inverse form. So first we can reduce sin inverse 3 upon 5 in tan inverse form. So sin inverse 3 upon 5 is equal to theta. Therefore, sin theta is equal to 3 by 5. So we can draw a right triangle, and here sin theta is 3 by 5. So opposite side 3 and hypotenuse 5. So when we apply Pythagoras theorem, base will be 4. So we can write therefore tan theta is equal to 3 by 4, or theta is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. So here theta is equal to sin inverse 3 by 5, and here theta is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. Both the angles the same. So we can say sin inverse 3 upon 5 is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. So that expression is equal to tan, then tan inverse 3 by 4 plus. Similarly, we can convert cot inverse 3 by 2. So here cot inverse 3 by 2 is equal to theta. Therefore, cot theta is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, tan theta is equal to 2 by 3. Cot theta is equal to 3 by 2. So tan theta is equal to 2 by 3. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse 2 by 3. So here theta is equal to cot inverse 3 by 2, and here tan inverse 2 by 3. So we can say cot inverse 3 by 2 equal to tan inverse 2 by 3. So tan inverse 2 by 3. So now we got the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. So we can apply that formula. So that is tan, then tan inverse x plus y, that is 3 by 4 plus 2 by 3 upon 1 minus x into y, that is 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. So that is tan, then tan inverse. We can take LCM 3, 4, LCM 12, and numerator 3 into 3 9 plus 8, denominator LCM 12, then numerator 12 minus 6. Now 12 and 12 cancel now. So we will get a tan inverse. Then 9 plus 8, 17 divided by 6. So tan inverse 17 by 6, that is equal to 17 by 6. So we got the value 17 upon 6. So here in this question we converted tan inverse x or tan inverse theta is equal to theta. So we converted this expression in terms of tan inverse something. So tan inverse 17 by 6. So here we got tan inverse 17 by 6. So we can write to 17 by 6. So we need to reduce this expression into tan inverse form. For reducing that into tan inverse form, so we can use this formula. So we got the result. So now we are going to do question number 19. Nineteenth question. Cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6. So we need to find its value, and here cos inverse cos theta is equal to theta only when theta belongs to principal value branch. So here the principal value branch is 0 to pi, closed interval, 0 to pi, and here 7 pi by 6. 7 pi by 6 is equal to pi by 6, that is equal to 30. So 7 pi by 6, that is 7 into 30. 7 into 30 is 210. 210 is not in between 0 and 180. So we need to change this one. So we will change them. That is equal to cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6. 7 pi by 6 we can write as pi plus pi by 6. Pi plus pi by 6, that is 7 pi by 6. Pi plus pi by 6. 6 pi plus pi, that is 7 pi by 6. That is equal to cos inverse cos pi plus pi by 6. So pi plus pi by 6, that comes in this first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant. Pi plus in third quadrant. In third quadrant, all students take coffee. Tan is positive. So rest of the trigonometric functions are negative here. So cos pi plus pi by 6. So here sin negative, because this is in third quadrant. In third quadrant, cosine function is negative. Then pi plus pi by 6. So when we have multiples of pi, then this function will be same. So that is cos pi by 6. So we can write a cos inverse cos pi by 6, minus sign is there. That is equal to cos inverse. Then minus cos pi by 6. That is equal to cos 30. So cos 30, cos pi by 6, sin 30, 1 by 2, cos 30, root 3 by 2. So we can write a cos inverse root 3 upon 2. Then cos inverse minus theta. Cos inverse minus theta is equal to pi minus cos inverse theta. Cos inverse minus theta is equal to pi minus cos inverse theta. That is the formula. So cos inverse minus root 3 by 2 we can write as pi minus cos inverse root 3 by 2. That is equal to pi minus cos pi by 6 is equal to root 3 by 2. Therefore cos inverse root 3 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. So pi minus pi by 6. So we can take LCM 6 pi minus pi. 6 pi minus pi, that is 5 pi by 6. So that is the answer, 5 pi upon 6. Now we have two more questions, question number 20 and 21. Question number 20 and 21. Question number 20. Find the value of sin pi by 3. Sin pi by 3 minus sin inverse minus 1 by 2. That is equal to sin pi by 3 minus sin inverse minus 1 by 2. So sin inverse minus theta. Sin inverse minus theta is equal to minus sin inverse theta. So that is property number. Sin inverse minus theta is equal to minus sin inverse theta. That is property number 2. So we can apply that property here. Sin pi by 3 minus sin inverse minus 1 by 2 is equal to minus sin inverse 1 by 2. So that minus and a minus plus sin inverse 1 by 2. Because sin inverse minus 1 by 2 is equal to minus sin inverse 1 by 2. So here already one negative sign is there. Then minus sin inverse 1 by 2. That minus into minus plus. Then that is equal to sin pi by 3 plus sin pi by 6. Sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore sin inverse 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. Sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore sin inverse 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. So we can replace sin inverse 1 by 2 by pi by 6. Now we can simplify this one. That is sin. LCM 6. 6 by 3 2. So 2 pi plus pi. That is sin 3 pi by 6. that is sine 3 and 6 cancelled, pi by 2. Sine pi by 2, sine 90, that is 1. So we got the value. Sine pi by 2 is equal to 1. We have one more question. That is question number 21. And here tan inverse root 3 minus cot inverse minus root 3. Tan inverse root 3 minus cot inverse minus root 3. So we need to find the value of this function. That is equal to tan inverse root 3 minus cot inverse minus theta. Cot inverse minus theta is equal to pi minus cot inverse theta. That is I think property number 3. Property number property number 3, cot inverse minus theta equal to pi minus cot inverse theta. So tan inverse root 3 is equal to minus cot inverse minus root 3 is equal to pi minus cot inverse root 3 bracket, because negative sign, pi minus cot inverse root 3. Now we can open the bracket, that is tan inverse root 3 minus pi, minus into minus, plus cot inverse root 3. Now we can combine. We can write a tan inverse root 3 plus cot inverse root 3 minus pi. So we can rearrange the terms. Tan inverse root 3 plus cot inverse root 3 minus pi. Then tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So we can replace this expression by pi by 2. So pi by 2 minus pi. Then take LCM, pi minus 2 pi upon pi. That is equal to minus, here denominator will be 2. Then pi minus 2 pi upon 2, that is equal to pi minus 2 pi, that is minus pi divided by 2. So minus pi by 2, that is the answer. So we have done we have done exercise 2.2. Now we have to do miscellaneous exercise. So in next class we will do miscellaneous exercise.